When you are growing out your brows, it's really important that you focus on product and placement. Layering specific products is going to help achieve a natural look to the brow. First, you want to start with a fiber-based gel. I like to use a tinted fiber-based gel. This is going to help add color and it's going to help add density to the brow. Second thing you want to keep in mind is you always want to blend. Blending is really going to help you achieve a natural look to the brow. And natural looks are key, especially when we are growing out our brows. Another product you want to keep in mind is you definitely want to use a wax-based pencil. Wax-based pencils are going to help add buildability to the brows and it's going to help you control the shape. Wax-based pencils are also great. They are generally waterproof and sweat resistant. Another thing you want to keep in mind when it comes to placement is you don't actually want any harsh lines. That's why keeping the brow soft and focusing on keeping it natural is key during a brow grow out. Harsh lines actually create a lot of direction. And during a grow out phase, we want to create the illusion of direction without actually committing to a harsh directional shape. What I mean by this is we want to create a soft brow that gives lift, that gives the idea of the shape that we're going after without making these harsh lines. By doing this, you're going to make sure that the brow has the ability to grow out its hairs in places that are not necessarily super full without creating this idea that this has a really defined look. It's the best of both worlds, to be quite honest. Another thing to keep in mind is the front placement of the color. You do not want to have a heavy front. Heavy fronts indicate this idea that the brow has a committed directional path and it can heavyweight the brow. Heavy fronts are actually the death of a natural brow. You want to make sure that you blend the front as much as possible. You can keep the body of the brow and the tail of the brow more opaque, more dense, and this will help with the idea of the direction, but you want to make sure that the front is soft, which is why using the tinted fiber